And what man can destroy, man can rebuild. We look at a rare success story from Afghanistan. It is 1 p.m. in London, 4:30 p.m. in Kabul now. I'm Stephen Frazier at CNN Center, and this is World News. Still in Afghanistan now, a story about hope and friendship and the effort to rebuild. Istalif used to be a scenic tourist destination in Afghanistan. It was renowned for its pottery and its mountain air. Then, though, came the civil war and the Taliban, and the village was destroyed until a few people came together to revive it. Ali Istalifi, who is project supervisor for the Jindhag Foundation, joins us now from London with word of an unlikely rebuilding effort, which is, Mr. Istalifi, not really government financed or all done as a result of some large international program, but just a few individuals.
That's right. If we had waited for any government organizations to help Istalif, we would have waited forever. It was completely destroyed, so we just put it together project. Myself, my father, Abdul Istalifi, and our friends Ira and Sylvia Surratt, and in Santa Fe, and we just simply took the bull by the horn and started building the village ourselves. And
you were using as one of your, your strengths, the great craft work that the area was famous for.
Absolutely. Istalif was always famous, historically famous for its traditional handicrafts, the pottery, sheepskin, jewelry, various different cultures. And when the village was destroyed, this in effect completely destroyed the handicrafts. It ceased to exist. And we wanted to rebuild the village, the market where these handicrafts would be displayed. And then this in effect had a domino effect, and the handicrafts came back to life. Yeah.
But how did you get the people back? Didn't they all flee as a result of the destruction of the infrastructure there?
Well, there was nothing there. There was only wild wolves living there by year 2001. There was nobody then. By us creating the market, which was the economic base of the village, this, in effect, the anticipation of this project and the aftermath of this project really brought everybody back. Slowly, it took 4 years, but slowly people came back.
We are looking at some pictures. This is before the Taliban entered. But by the way, did they single out this market area for destruction, or was this just the cost of war, being in the crossfire?
I beg your pardon?
Was the village singled out for destruction by the Taliban, or was this just the kind of collateral damage that happens during wartime?
Well, it was a bit of both. I think the village, to some extent, was the way it was, where it was positioned. It was between the front lines, so some people fled. But there was a systematic, a deliberate action to completely destroy it and burn it down. It was not something that happened over time. It was done in one go, completely destroyed by having no population, no people there. In effect, that village was, no man's land,
So it was no man's land. Wolves were running around it, as you pointed out. You started this project now with a little bit of seed money, and then that apparently attracted more non-governmental organizations. How so?
Absolutely.
How did that happen?
Non-governmental organizations, from what I found, tend to like to invest in places that have a population, to invest in places that already things are going to happen, and to really help people who are already being helped or helping themselves. And we really created a hype with this project and really attracted as many people as we could, as many organizations as we could, in order to come and help Afghanistan. And there's a lot of efforts now to help the pottery of Afghanistan. And we didn't wait for somebody to come and 2 years' time, 3 years' time trying to do something. So we actually took these pottery now to Santa Fe International Folk Art Market and try to promote it all over the world. And while we work with other NGOs, we consult with them, at the end of the day, we just do what we can and hope others will follow.
I have seen this beautiful pottery in my own trips to Afghanistan. Last question here, because we're running out of time. You've started us down this road. Tell us the linkage between Santa Fe now and all of this.
Well, Santa Fe is where our friends, the other two people, Ira Surratt and Sylvia Surratt, that live there, and they donated personally for this project. And we all thought it would be a really good opportunity to present this Istalif pottery and the story of Istalif in Santa Fe International Folk Art Market, which runs every year for the last 4 years. And it's a great event, a great place to really demonstrate the arts of a small little place like Istalif to the rest of the world. And I hope more people support, and I hope there are more such events in the world. And, it's an exceptional cultural exchange in my view.
Well, we hope that there are more people like you to help initiate such exchanges. Ali Istalifi, thank you for making time for us.
Thank you for having me.